My name's Chloe. This is part 2 of how I got into my favorite bands. So, I was filming, and I'm real salty about this. And my sister comes in the front door, which is a screen door first, a metal screen door. So, I thought that somebody was breaking in, and it scared me. And so I stopped recording and I went to go and see who it was. And then when I came back to start recording again, it wouldn't give me the option to keep on going with what I was recording. So now I'm here again with part 2 that I already explained. I'm probably going to forget a lot now because I'm not on the same track that I was. Anyways, let's get into this. Okay, so now I'm continuing talking about how the Paramore concert went. Anyways, to sum it up, we went to a tattoo shop and my mom got her tattoo covered back here, which was her ex-husband's name, not my dad, but the one after him. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And anyway, she got roses on it, and each of the roses represent one of her child's birthstones. Anyway, she has 3 daughters. She has, in order, Danielle, Jasmine, me, and so Danielle's my dad's child anyways. Me and Jasmine are, and then Kaylee, and then my big brother. And then anyways, so I had to be the middle one because my birthstone is blue. It's a blue sapphire because it's September. And then my sister's was over here. And the reason why mine had to be in the middle because it was the darkest color. And I'm trying to explain this fast so I can get on to the next thing because I'm really upset. Anyways, mine was the middle one and it was blue. And it had to be the middle because it was the darkest color, so it had to cover up the ink that was under it. And then next was orange because November is my other sister's birthday, which is Jasmine. And then red because January is my sister Danielle's birthday. So she only got about halfway done. She did the outlining of the tattoo, and then but they didn't color it in. And I was like 9 when this happened. And so it's still not colored in, so you can still see the name under it. It totally defeated the purpose. She was drunk, you know. And then she was also going to let my sister get a tattoo of a smiley face right here. And she was only 16 at the time, but thank God the tattoo artist said that you had to be 18. And then the only reason why she was going to let her do that is because she didn't know what was going on, you know. And so, yeah. That sums it up. Going to the Paramore concert went from going to see Paramore to being upset to not seeing because I'm not going to see Paramore, and then to my mother getting a tattoo while drunk. Let's go on to the next story. Okay, so this is the story of how I got into Marianas Trench. I was around 9 or 10. I'm not sure. Anyways, my sister Kaylee showed me Marianas Trench. She found out about them. I'm not sure how she found out about them. Anyways, they're a Canadian, I want to say pop punk band, but don't, I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure they're pop punk. Anyways, so they're from Canada. And my sister Kaylee got me into them. My sister Jasmine did not like them. I didn't like them at first, but then I was like, they're real good. What am I doing with my life saying that I don't like them? So I got into them. We went to a concert 2 years later, which was when I was 11. It was in the middle of 4th grade and 5th grade, right there in the summer. I believe that it was July. And so they were holding the concert in San Antonio, Texas, which is 6 hours away from my hometown, Big Spring, Texas. So we got up at 5 a.m., we drove there, and it was only my dad, Kaylee, and me. So we drove there, we get there, all things that are good. We go and buy our tickets, and then we go back to the hotel room to take a nap because we were all super tired because we woke up early. Anyway, so this concert was general admission. We were going to get VIPs, but they were like $150, and my dad didn't prepare to bring that much money. So we ended up not getting VIPs. And basically with VIPs, you basically get to, and it isn't the same for all bands, but for Marianas Trench, you got to watch them practice, and then you got to go into the arena first, yeah. It was general admission. It was a really small concert because they weren't that big. They're really big in Canada though, but like all the way down here in Texas, they're not that big. So we get there. There's these brothers. I think that it was a brother and a sister. I'm pretty sure. And I don't know. I heard something. Okay, I think I'm okay now. Anyways, so it was a brother and sister in front of us, and then was the barricade. The barricade, brother and sister, and then it was us. My dad was like not in the crowd because the crowd was really small, so he really didn't have any point in like staying in there with us. And it wasn't crazy at all. It was just like a little bit of jumping, you know. And then so we got pretty close to them. My sister got to touch Josh Ramsey's arm, and I kept on pushing her so that I could touch it, but she didn't let me because the people next to her were very crazy and they were very jumpy and they would have like destroyed me. So I didn't get to touch his arm, and I was really upset at her about it. But I know those were for like my safety, and so it was pretty crazy. And then at the end of the concert, they were giving away like their sweat towels, their water, stuff like that, their guitar picks. And my sister, she got Mike's sweat rag. And you know, I was really upset because I was over there reaching over that couple, the like 4'9" little child that I was, trying to reach over like 5'7" and then 6 foot tall people. And so I didn't get it. Mike looked at me, and you know what? In the middle of a song where Josh said something about somebody wearing a pretty dress, I was wearing a dress, and he pointed at me, and I felt very special, and I will never forget that moment in my life because it was crazy. I melted, and at the time he was 30, which is really gross because he probably didn't know how old I was, and anyways, I know he didn't mean it like that, but I really just love Marianas Trench. That's the story of how I got into Marianas Trench. Okay, so now I'm saving for the last because this is who I am currently obsessed with, currently standing with all my stannage, with all my stalker fanage. BTS. Okay, so here's the story of how I got into BTS. So I was 12. I'm still 12. This didn't happen too long ago. I'm almost 13 though. I say that, but like it's literally basically 9 months away. Well, I guess it's closer to being 8 months away than not. My birthday. Anyways, let's get back into the story.